Good evening. My name is Melanie Ray, and I would like to call the meeting of the Resolutions Committee to order. First off, we're going to do some short introductions. There's not a whole great big group, so I think 1 minute, maybe 30 seconds, because that's about all I'm going to take. I have been asked to be the acting pro tem chair of this committee. My name is Melanie Ray. I do live in Cabell County. I am 3-year Democrat now by choice. I was a Republican, not by choice. It's how I was raised. It's how I was taught. Anyways, I've learned the right way now. Thank goodness. Anyways, we are going to have a whole great big long weekend. Our committee is going to be very, very busy. Resolutions they're popping in like every time I pick up my email, I'm like, oh, there's a new one. There's a new one. We're going to be very, very busy. The next person, I will ask Selena to make her short introduction. That way we kind of know who each other are before Friday.
Hi, so I'm Selena Vickers from Fayette County, and very happy to be on this committee with all of you all. Thank you all for being here, and thank you for serving, Melanie.
Absolutely. It's a pleasure, honor. Susan?
Susan Missouri-Stoneman? Are you asking me?
Yes, ma'am. If you want to give a short introduction.
Sure. Hi, I'm a very long-time Democrat. I always call myself a yellow dog Democrat because I'd vote for a yellow dog over a Republican. And I'm happy to represent Summers County along my husband and son will also be coming as a delegate and an alternate as well.
Wonderful. Joshua, is it Gary? Yes.
Yeah, I'm Josh Gary, Marshall County, lifelong Democrat, teacher, and this is my first state convention, so I'm just here to learn. I ran for state senate in 2020, unfortunately didn't win, but I gave it a try.
Jay? Oh, there it is. Oh, it moved.
Yes, I'm Jay Miller. I'm the chair of the Pocahontas County Democratic Executive Committee.
Oh, I don't know what happened. I'm not sure what happened.
I don't see him on the call anymore, so maybe he'll call back in.
Okay.
Oh, wait, no, I do see him, Jay Miller. He's unmuted. He's just not there.
Okay.
When he was speaking, it said muted. Now it says unmuted, and you can't. So maybe it's if you unmuted him and he had muted himself. I don't know. Maybe he got reversed or something.
Maybe.
I don't know how this stuff works. Yeah.
I don't know how Zoom works at all. This is probably my second Zoom call ever. Okay. Well, all right. Well, short and sweet. I'm not sure we're going to, well, no, now it's not even doing, I don't know. My whole screen just changed again. Okay, so we'll just work through this like this. I guess we're not going to do short introductions. We'll do those Friday. Friday.
Oh, here's Jay coming back in.
Oh, is he coming back?
I think I just let him back in.
Okay, wonderful.
But then he's not out seeing, so it's weird. I don't see him anymore.
Now I don't see him at all again. Oh, goodness.
Probably would be good to do the introductions on Friday because people can see their faces then too.
I agree. I agree. We'll just do introductions on Friday. I am so happy.
I'm back. I don't know, what did I miss? I was doing my intro. Can you all hear me? Yes?
You're cutting in and out for me.
Same. You're cutting in and
I
out for me.
don't- We have a good internet.
Okay. We will save introductions for Friday if that's agreeable with everybody. I'm gonna assume it is, only because it'll be really difficult with, I don't know. Did he leave again? Nope, there he is. Okay. Anyways, we're just going to do introductions Friday. I think that would be the best bet for all of us. We are going to have a lot of work. Our committee is already getting emails. I don't know if I'm hoping that each of you are getting your emails. They have set it up phenomenally with a special email address for the resolutions committee. As soon as somebody emails resolutions, we should all get copies of those resolutions in our emails so we can be prepared Friday.
Not getting them. No.
You're not getting them?
Same here.
Nope.
No.
Okay.
I only
I haven't gotten
received one.
anything.
Yep.
Well,
I've gotten votes. I've gotten emails from people asking me to vote for them for delegate to the national convention, and that's it.
Me
Okay.
too. Nothing on resolutions.
All right. I will.
I went through the process and submitted resolutions today, and then I originally did have an issue with submitting it through, and then I got an error receipt saying it wasn't the proper email domain. So I worked with Ryan, and I believe that is now fixed, but I have not been personally receiving the emails that have been submitted to that resolutions domain.
I received one at 6:27 tonight from Sam Petzonk. I don't know if that's right. And then some at 4:31.
Yeah,
Ma-
those I think are the same ones that I received.
You have received since you're getting them.
Frankenberry sent something at 4:31, but that's the only thing I've got.
I see the Sam Petzonk one and one other one now. That's new.
There was one submitted by, hang on. Ryan Jared. And I believe he's out of Marion
Yeah,
County.
That's
Yeah.
Jared. He
Jared
was just
Bell.
talking. Yeah,
Oh,
he was just talking.
That's okay. Well, it didn't pop up on my screen who he was yet. So
I think Mike also wants to be recognized.
I did. Mr. Pushkin.
Thank you, and thanks for stepping up to be the pro tem chair. Appreciate that, Melanie. But Corey's on the call. Corey works for the party. He might be able to address this. The emails that you've all referred to that you are receiving, those weren't specifically for this committee. Those were for everybody. So maybe maybe they haven't sent the resolutions out yet to this committee. So that's what I was going to ask Corey. We do have a specific listserv just for the folks who are on this committee, and that's who should be receiving the resolutions.
Yeah. And to my knowledge, I haven't heard of this issue, but like everything, we have all of your all's contact info, so we'll make sure that you do get it.
Okay.
If you have not been, so we definitely want to make sure you get that stuff. So.
Okay. Thank you very much, Corey.
Yep.
Yes, Mr. Pushkin, you raised your hand again? Maybe.
No, I'm lowering it. I see Danielle has her hand up.
Okay. Miss Danielle, Miss Walker.
Yes. Yes. Hi, everyone. Can you tell me, Corey, or do you know how many resolutions have been sent? Because I'm hearing everyone saying that they received two, one from Sam Petzonk and one from Jared Powell. So do you know if there's any others that we should have gotten that we didn't?
Danny, I don't know the number off the top of my head, but anything that has come in, I'll make sure that everyone gets everything that's come in since it's been created. Yes.
The email from the email from Sam was not the resolution; it was the platform.
Okay. Also,
Thanks.
I will say I do know on Friday, each of us on the committee will get a folder with all the resolutions in it as well. So, I mean, little late because our committee, basically what we're going to do is take the resolutions and we're going to read them and look and see, like, check the wording, say shall instead of may. You know, we're going to play with words, maybe, depending on if the resolution is perfect or not. I've never seen a perfect resolution, but it's going to be our jobs to fix those issues or fix those little words. It's important. And then we're going to pass those on to the state, pass our resolutions on the committee onto the state resolution, or to the state. Oh, Lord. We're going to pass those to the state conference and see what happens with them there. And hopefully most of them will get pushed through, or they'll come back to us, and that's okay too. We're going to work together. That's all we can do, right? Is there a lot of, I'm completely brand new to this. I am also looking forward to my first convention. I am so excited about it. I'm excited about reaching out, meeting new people, meeting more like-minded people throughout our state. Mr. Gary.
Oh, I just want to mention, I just went back and checked. Those went to my spam folder, or very deep in my spam folder. So people might want to check that.
Thank you. I didn't even think about that.
To add to that, everyone will receive tonight a folder, a Google folder that has every single one of them in there.
Okay.
So we want to make sure that you all have them. So you'll have it tonight.
Awesome. Thank you, Corey.
If you don't have it already. If you don't, I don't.
And I don't see any more hands. I don't see any more hands up. Let's see.
I don't have my hand up because I don't have the reaction. About a dozen. Am I the only one who got about a dozen resolutions from Marion County?
No, I got those. I believe there was 9 in total. 3.
Yes, I have 3 that I personally drafted. Then I was sending on 9 resolutions. And to clarify, this was 9 resolutions that passed at the Marion County Convention that they thought the state committee might have interest in passing at a state level. So that's for reference. Those aren't to be passed along and considered as is.
Okay. All right.
And I received those as well. And I've received, I think, 1 or 2 other ones, I think.
If it's of any use.
Well, those are the only ones I've got.
I just checked my junk email folder and I did find an email from Jared Powell right at the top of it. So I'll dig a little further and see if there's more.
Yes. Mr. Miller.
I just wanted to say that there's one email from Jared Powell with which contains 9 resolutions, and I just wanted to speak to one of them, which is the 21st Century Economic Bill of Rights resolution that they adopted in Marion County, which, as the person who sponsored at the state level, I'm very pleased, of course, to see that passed. But also, I really like the additions and addendums for supporting actual action on those items. I just wanted to speak to the strength of that. If the state party wanted to do re-adopt a resolution on that, a reaffirmation of that, I think that there's good reason for that. And that'll also be on the platform committee side of things, which every member of the state executive committee and every member of the AAC, I believe, the Affirmative Action Committee, are members of. That'll also be in the platform as I've seen the most latest draft. So I just wanted to speak to that on both of those issues, and I appreciate all the work everyone's putting in just being here tonight. Thank you all for your time.
Absolutely. Thanking everybody for their time. I want to personally thank each and every one of you for stepping up, being nominated, taking on this task. We can make a difference. We can help make a difference in West Virginia. We can get people in West Virginia, more Democrats voted in office. We need that. We need West Virginia needs a lot right now, but I think with the dedication that the Democratic Party has put in for years now, but the passion that we have now behind us, I think that's going to take us a really long way. Yes, Mr. Pushkin.
Thank you. I'm sorry. I saw that Bill Cassidy was trying to raise his hand, it looked like. Am I correct?
You were correct, yes. Can
Oh,
you,
I didn't see it. I apologize, Mr.
Sorry,
Cassidy.
I'm sorry.
it's no problem. I'm just transmitting that I have received nothing and there's nothing in spam. So whatever is not getting to me has not gotten to me.
Corey, did you get a note of that?
Yes.
Thank you.
And we will make sure that the folder is sent out to everyone that will contain everything.
Okay. The agenda for this weekend, again, I am acting pro tem. I am not elected by anybody. I would absolutely be honored if you all would keep me as the chair. I would be honored for that position. And I definitely am a worker, and I will definitely get my hands dirty doing everything I can to get more Democratic people in West Virginia elected. The agenda, we are check-in is 3 to 6. Our committee on Friday, our committee meets at 4 o'clock. I will be there probably 2:30. My husband wants to get there early. He is really excited about his first Democratic convention as well. So 4 o'clock ahead is be held Friday 14th at 4 p.m. That's when we start. And my understanding is we will be probably there a good while. The resolutions that we do have, that some of us have, that all of us will have by the end of the evening, they're really good. I am really looking forward. We have some really smart people in West Virginia, and we need to take and push those smart people. Yes, we have some good people in West Virginia. Mr. Powell, your resolutions are phenomenal. And the first one right off the rip, I am excited about that because we do got to get our youth involved. So yes, I can't wait for this. I am excited. I can't wait to be voting on and changing and amending, and potentially we're the next round of the resolutions to go through West Virginia. We have a big commitment. We made a big commitment, and I hope that each of us can work together and do our due diligence to the democracy of West Virginia. That's all I have. Does anybody else have questions? I don't have all the answers. Selena, I am just going to say she has been phenomenal. She called me earlier and she kind of gave me a rundown. Selena is phenomenal as well. She may, if I can't answer a question, Selena is here. She will definitely, yes, Mr. Miller. And there's one other one, and I didn't see that one. Darn it. I'll get better, I promise.
I don't think I have my hand up.
Yeah, I'm just wondering.
Oh, okay.
There are two Millers, Jay Miller.
Oh, sorry. That's why.
Yeah, there are two Millers. Sorry about that. I'm just wondering, what is the relationship between these resolutions that we're going to consider? And it seems to me that the platform committee and the resolutions committee are on
Looks like we lost him.
Oh, no.
Madam Chair, I think I heard enough of the question where I think I can, like, what's the difference between a resolution and the platform? Platform is more broad. That's a document that, we have for the next 4 years. A resolution could be a more specific statement of values. That's, I mean, the resolution is something that basically that's it. It's more specific. The platform is more broad. This is what Democrats stand for. A resolution can be a lot more simple and defined. Does that sound right? All right. I believe Scott Brewer has his hand raised.
Okay, well, all right, Mr. Brewer. There it is.
Yes, yes. I hope you can hear me. I just have a quick question. Mason County Executive Committee met last night and there was a question. They asked me if I submitted the resolutions that were drafted at Mason County, which I'm not the chairperson, so no, I didn't. And the question was, how do we find out if they were actually submitted? So who do I need to speak to, Madam Chair?
I believe Ryan Frankenberry is in charge of all the resolutions at first. I believe they all go to him. I'm not sure. Mr. Pushkin, Selena, is that correct?
I think Corey could check as well. Corey's on the
Okay.
staff also, and he's here.
Yeah, Scott, I'll see if in that folder I was talking about and see if there's anything from Mason, but I don't remember there being anything. But I'll double check.
So the resolution that I was referring to was Floyd Sayers' resolution. I actually wrote it for him and I've got a copy of it. Is it too late to submit or can they be brought to the committee? They can be brought in?
I believe they can be brought in. Selena, is that correct?
Yes, so that email, I think it's resolutions at WVDP, or I don't know. Corey, can you drop that email in the chat, please? But if you email it to that email address, I think that all of us will get it, and then either Corey or Ryan will put it in the folder that we'll all have access to as well.
Okay, well, I'll see if our chairperson will do that. But if I can't get in touch with her, I'll try to drop it in there. And one last thing, I did look in my spam folder. I've not received anything other than the several from Marion County today, as far as resolutions go.
Okay.
I did receive Sam's platform email. That's all I had.
Okay. Mr. Rosado?
You pronounced it right too, so bravo. Mike, I just had a further kind of clarifying question. So kind of it seems like some of the resolutions, or at least the ones for Marion County, are directing the party to do something, and then some are just more of a sense of what we stand for. Is that right? Can they take two forms, or I'm just trying to figure out how these get operationalized, if at all, down the road.
That's actually what I was about to speak to, if I may jump in line, and I'll wait otherwise.
Please jump.
My view of this is the difference between the platform and resolutions. The platform is a platform. It's what we stand on. It's what we know we can, everyone, we have a mass agreement where we agree on that as the platform for the next 4 years. Resolutions, to me, are more of a moment in time, and in the case of Marion County, passing resolutions that ask for something to be done from the party, or ask to be something done for the national party, or call for something to be done by the legislature. Those are still, they're able to be broader in that they're responding in a moment in time. And with each resolutions vote, more often than not, you're going to get a roll call vote, and you're going to be able to see where people stand on a particular issue too, which I feel like is a real valuable asset in understanding where our party is on things and where our leaders are on things. And but like I think that that is an important distinction because I'm working on both of these levels kind of constantly, and that's why I spoke to if I don't think there's any problem with the 21st Century Economic Bill of Rights being in the platform and a resolution that goes a little further than our last resolution, because we're reaffirming what we've already spoken to, and we're speaking to a moment in time. And I think that there's more agility with resolutions is what I would kind of sum that up as. And again, I thank everyone for their time.
Right. Thank you, Troy. That was really helpful.
Mr. Powell.
So I'm not sure how much applicability this question is going to have if we're going to have printouts at the state convention. But with that Google Drive, I was wondering if we know what the format of the documents are going to be in that. Is it going to be PDFs, or are they going to be Google documents that we could comment on? Or would it be better to do comments through one Excel sheet, and then having all the comments tied to the different resolutions, either by name or some different identifier? If anyone wants to, if we receive it tonight and then we want to get amendments or anything possibly ready before we meet in person.
So I'll tell you that in the drive, they are as they were submitted. So there's some that are PDFs, there's some that are Word documents. So I think that having something like you said, Jared, is going to be beneficial because they're not in all the same format right now.
Miss Selena. Sorry, Miss Vickers.
It's fine. So I just wanted to speak to a couple things. So one, I kind of concur with what Troy was saying about, and Mike about the broad and versus the specific. And so I think there certainly can be overlap, but you can't put like every single thing in the platform or that you stand for, because the platform would be like 1,000 pages, right? And so that's why the platform is kind of like broad, very broad statements. But there are a variety of different issues that come up that people want to have like a very specific wording on. And basically, resolutions kind of take two forms. One is just a sense of what the party stands for, right? So it could be on labor issues. There's one that somebody, I think Jared put about library, as things come up in the news, and we're like, oh well, if we were think about it this way, if we were in the majority, what type of legislation would we like to see passed, right? So I think, resolutions that almost could be the beginning of a bill. This is where we stand. This is what Democrats stand for and what we want to see happen. So I think when you think about resolutions, you can think about it that way. Another type of resolution is like in memoriam type resolutions. So, it's important to, for us to honor the Democrats who paved the way for us. And so I know I'm working on one in memoriam resolution. It's going to be very, very long and include a lot of Democrats, but that's another type of resolution. The other way to think of resolutions is like as a really big motion, right? So that there are some in there that are sort of like telling people what to do. One thing that sort of like we have to keep in mind is that the state convention is great, and it is a state convention, but it's not like the highest authority of the party. So we have sometimes the bottom line is the state convention doesn't have the authority to tell other people to mandate what other people do or what other organizations do. What we can do is say, this is how we feel about an issue, and we recommend that this organization do these things, right? So we can kind of like weigh out, we might have something in front of us that says, the state party shall, or all county committees shall buy pink vans, right? I mean, that's stupid, but let's just think about it in terms of for some reason we think that this is really important. Well, one, we have no authority over the county committee, so we can't tell them what to do. We certainly can't tell them how to spend their money. And even if we could, if, you know, how many county committees have, you know, $30,000 or $40,000 to buy a pink van, right? So, you know, we just have to kind of weigh out what can we mandate people to do? And if we do have the authority, that's fine. If we don't have the authority, we can certainly strongly recommend in some manner and say this is a sense of how we feel about something. But we want, in my opinion, my first real convention was in 2016, and the resolutions and the platform committee were absolutely incredible to bring people together. You will not believe how many people will want to get their idea in front of you and come up to you and say, please pass this resolution. I really want West Virginia. I want it documented that West Virginia stands for this, you know, and they get really excited about it, and people will want to sign on to resolutions and co-sponsor them. And it really is a party building, you know, opportunity. And I think that each of, as we like work our way through this together, I think that you'll really see the beauty of the resolutions and platform. And hopefully when we walk out of there on Saturday afternoon, everybody will feel, I mean, not every resolution is going to pass, not every, you know, everything's going to be perfect. Not everybody's going to be happy, but I can tell you that the majority of the people will find common ground on issues and feel really good about the direction of the party. And that's certainly what we want. So that's all I have to say. Thank you.
And I think Mr. J. Miller has his hand up as well. Or did. Maybe not. Okay. Does anybody have anything else?
I do.
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me?
I can. I called on you, but you didn't say anything. Yes,
Well,
sir.
my internet. Anyway, I have two quick questions. One is, what should we come to the resolutions committee meeting on Friday with? What should we bring with us? Do we need to print out what we have received in emails, or are those things going to be provided? So what should we be come to the meeting prepared to do or to have with us?
I'm not sure at this point. I can find out and I will email. I will have.
Copies will be provided.
Thank you. I knew somebody.
All right. So the other question I have is, when exactly are people going to start congregating? You mentioned 2:30 for your husband and 3 o'clock, and the meeting is supposed to start at 4 o'clock. I mean, when is it that we should?
Check-in is between 3 and 6 for the convention. Our committee meeting starts at 4 o'clock Friday.
But you said you're going to be there earlier.
I will absolutely be there earlier. Yes. I'll be there between 2 and 2:30. That doesn't mean that we all have to meet up then if you don't want to, but we can if you want to.
Is there a room assigned to us?
I believe so. I don't have that information yet. I would assume that there's going to be rooms for us to have meetings in.
And so there'll be some kind of a public notice board or something where we'll know where to go to?
Miss Selena, I'm asking her. She just raised her hand. She has answers.
Yeah, I mean, I will tell you, based on what happened in 2016, 2020 was virtual, so that didn't really count. But the standard, and I'm not promising this is exactly, but the standard way to do things is we will have a room assigned, and these meetings are open to the public, so the public and the press can attend the meetings, but we'll all be around one big table. And there will be, all of our resolutions will be together, probably numbered. I don't know that for sure, but probably numbered. And then, Melanie will elect our president, or I'm sorry, our chair. And then we'll start with, resolution number 1. And then we'll have pre-read it, hopefully, and have an idea of what our edits are going to be. And so we'll use Robert's Rules of Order to say, if everything's perfect with it, somebody will say, I move adoption of, resolution number 1. If somebody seconds it, we'll move on to discussion about it. And then if during that discussion somebody wants to make amendment, they might say, I move to strike line paragraph 5, blah, 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 and insert this or something like that. And then we'll vote on that amendment. And then after the amendment, we'll vote on that resolution, and then we'll go to resolution number 2. So every one of them will have an opportunity to just pass, or if somebody has a tweak or an edit to it, we'll have an opportunity to do that. And we'll have, I think like right now, we at least have Jared's 9. I have a couple. I've seen a couple others. So I imagine that we'll have more. So we'll just go down that list with every resolution. And then what happens at the end is that all of those edits are put together, and they will go out to the state executive committee I'm sure by email. So they will have the proposed resolutions. And so then on Saturday, whoever our chair is, possibly, Melanie, when they give the resolutions report, she'll give that report, and everybody will have that, and then somebody will move adoption of the report. And so unless there's a motion not to, it will be the committee will just adopt our report as presented, which means they will adopt those resolutions as this committee presents them.
Mrs. Barker.
Can somebody just explain for the group how it works if there are competing resolutions on the same issue? Because I already know for sure that there will be on at least one issue. So I just want to see how that will play out and how we will handle that.
As far as competing resolutions, my assumption would be that, I guess Robert's Rules of Order would fall into the mix of the proposals, and we would either adopt one or not adopt one, or take the both and combine them somehow, possibly. It's going to be up to the group.
Troy has his hand up.
Okay, I didn't get that notification yet.
Well, that's actually coincidentally exactly what I'd like to speak to, because Selena, thank you so much for that explanation of exactly how it'll play out relative to how the resolutions will be presented in Robert's Rules of Order and all of this. And I think the answer to the following question, from my understanding, would be that both proposals would be heard and the body, refines and votes on them. And there is a potentially weird or strange possibility that both could be adopted competing as such. And all I had my hand up to raise my hand before to say is that I think and this is not directly to what we're going to be doing on Friday or Saturday, but I wanted to really hammer on the point of my understanding of resolutions is that because we are sort of bodies of bodies, we're a democracy of democracies between the state committees and the county committees and everything. Resolutions are really the opportunity, and I'm looking forward to, Jared doesn't know this yet, but to talk to him about how exactly that process looked at the Marion County Committee level to get those resolutions passed at their county conventions. But resolutions, I feel like, are really a valuable thing for expressing the opinion of a body at a moment in time. And if that's sometimes contradictory within itself, that would not be the first time in American politics on our side or the others. And thank you again.
All right. I think somebody else has their hand up, but my computer is now not showing anything. So let's see. Okay. Maybe there? Nope. Okay. I don't see any more hands up. If I'm missing somebody, I apologize. I don't think so. I think I got everybody. Okay. Following Robert's Rules of Orders, anybody make a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
I don't think we're in an official business meeting, so I don't think we have to do that this particular moment.
Not yet. Not yet. Just practice. I'm just practicing.
Practice to practice.
All right. I will see you on Friday, and I look
Hold
forward
on,
to
just
it.
one.
Yeah,
Hold on, just
one second.
Okay.
Just I just popped that email. That's the one you need to be sending your resolutions to.
No, it's take off the committee. I think it's just resolutions at WVDemocrats.com.
Put the same exact thing. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
I am tired. Let me put the new one in here. And we will make sure that you all get the folder.
Okay.
Give me one quick second. All right, that should be it.
All right. Mr. Brewer, your resolution came through just now, by the way. Actually at 8:04, but.
Yeah, but so just a quick thing.
I actually sent that to Resolutions Committee.
I was gonna say,
Oh,
Scott's came to Resolutions Committee and I actually got it.
Well, I tried to explain that this magical email that Corey has, I don't know if he created it, but he has given us.
Yes, they're going to the same place. They will all be compiled in the drive. You all will all receive the drive, and we will have hard copies at your committee meeting for your review.
Yep.
And sorry for any confusion along the way. We just want to make sure, you know, that everybody is getting the stuff. So we'll make sure to touch bases again, and bare minimum, you know, first thing in the morning, you all will have everything.
Okay. Thank you very much. We appreciate you very, very much. Somebody's got to keep us all in line, right?
You're done now, Melanie.
All right. Have a good evening, everybody. And I look forward to meeting you all Friday. Thank you again for your devotion to this. This is going to be big. It's going to be really big. Have a great day.
Thank you,
guys.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.